I'm going to try and give a little update here. This is day 4. I think I'm averaging about 9 miles a day. Right now between Gooch Gap and Woody Gap. Beautiful day. I would guess it's about 55 and sunny and little breeze. I've got shorts, a t-shirt, and right now a sweater that I need to get off because it's a little warm. We stayed at a place. There's about, I'm going to say about 12 of us that have sort of hopscotched one another and camped together and such. Yesterday was an interesting day. Right after having left camp, gone about a half a mile, I caught up with 2 women. One was pouring water on her face and spitting water, and I thought she was spitting yellow stuff, and I stopped and said, "What's going on?" And the woman in front of her had a bear canister to spray bears with. She had pulled the plug on it for some reason, and I'd never asked about that. And she'd been hiking, and it went off, and it sprayed the woman behind her and got all over her face. So there I was, and trying to help them a little bit. The one that got sprayed on needed a bottle put back in the pack. After going through all that, I had bear spray all over my hands. And then I never thought much about it. I kind of wiped my hands off with a bandana and had a little scratch on my wrist. I scratched that, rubbed that. It started stinging. Didn't think anything about it until I've had some crotch chafing, and I started dealing with that a little bit. Well, I got this bear spray juice on that, and that burned like all get out. And then I'm still not catching the fact that it was the bear spray. I peed, and well, you can imagine. And I want to tell you what, I went about probably close to an hour, and I would have been okay if you'd cut it off. Sorry about that. This is a family channel. So anyways, that went on. All that worked out okay. I washed my hands again later, used some soap and water. Did good until sometime in the afternoon. I rubbed the eye, and my eye started stinging. I went, oh dang. So that was that. Well, we stayed at a place called Justice Creek last evening, and beautiful spot. It was down in a hole though. The sun went down about 5 o'clock. Got cold real quick. Never came up this morning. It just got light. But I want to say there were 5 or 6 of us camped there. And one of them had as we all do, we've got these burners that attach to a little gas can, isobutane gas cans, and you screw the little burner into it, and it makes for a very hot fire. You can boil water, and I don't know. I've got one that I boil water in 40 seconds. Well, anyways, I look over, and there are flames that are like 6 or 8 feet high, and they're all screaming. Everybody's yelling. Nobody has anything. One person takes a water bottle and starts dumping it on the canister, but that doesn't work for a gas can that's spewing. I'm waiting for the darn can to blow up. I take a hiking stick over and slung the canister, and it went down this little embankment towards the creek, and it started a little fire in like 6 or 8 places. Well, I went for the canister still because it was still going, and I could see shrapnel flying and hitting any one of us. So they're putting out the fire on the little hillside. I sling that canister, and it just, thank you, Lord, just perfect. Landed in the water, kept burning until it rolled over upside down and smothered it out. But that was the excitement. We got down into Gooch Gap, I think it was. Yeah, just a little bit ago. And there was some trail magic by Taco. What an incredible young man who he's through hiked twice. Once nonstop and the other in 14 months, he said. And he had his little pup there, and I've got a picture I'm going to post on Facebook at some point. But he had, I'm going to tell you what, he had all kinds of drinks, beverages, beer, some, what are those, cray, something, liquor drinks, and soft drinks, and food galore, and good stuff. It was like Janet yesterday. She does the same thing. Her setup wasn't quite as good as Taco's today, but it was incredible. So it's supposed to start raining tonight. Rain all day tomorrow. I'm thinking of taking a zero. A zero is a day where you don't hike at all. Find shelter and just rest. My body needs it. I'm feeling pretty good, but I'm not there yet. I should be there in about 3 or 4 months. I want to tell you, I'm doing, I don't know, done 8 to 10 miles a day. One day a little more than 10. And this is not like walking down the Firefly Trail or the Mariners Museum Trail or, you know, around the block. And I say that, and I've done this a gazillion times. I've done all of Georgia and South Carolina, or Georgia and North Carolina, a bunch of Virginia. But earlier today, I felt like this is very similar to being out on a boat, or like a sailboat. In everything you do, every step you take, you have a action and a counteraction that your body does to take care of your balance. And so it's just, I mean, it's just, it's tough. Not to mention the, you know, the rock sticking up. You got to look all the time, catching roots, the ups and downs. I think my favorite is to do a gradual incline. Downhills are really tough. And we went up one mountain yesterday, Sassafras Mountain, that I swear it was almost vertical in places. I bet it was on average 60 degrees for a mile and a half. So I'm videoing here because this is pretty easy. I think if all the trail were like this, many more people would do it. But they don't because of the hard parts. And I want to tell you what, stayed in a shelter one night, camped out twice. It's a lot of friggin' work to hike all day. You got to gather your water, make sure it's purified, filtered, and set up camp, take down camp, cook food. That's just tough. So, anyways, that's it for now. I'll get back at you. Over and out. Let's keep northbound. Bye-bye.